Welcome students. Today I am going to discuss on the topic punctuation and capital letter from your English script. As these punctuations and capital letters are the most important marks that you all have to keep in mind while writing anything in English. So let's get started. Okay. So what is punctuations and capital letters? Okay. Punctuation is a set of marks that regulates and clarifies the meaning of different texts. Some punctuation marks are full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, comma, colon, inverted comma. Okay, so all these are the punctuation marks that you have to use well in the sentences. Okay. So it's a set of marks. So it is a set of marks that regulates and clarifies the meaning, whatever you want to write or whatever you want to say. Okay, in English. Okay, so it's a set of marks that regulates and clarifies the meaning of the sentences. Okay, so using all these kind of marks, it will be easier for you all to understand as what type of sentence is it. Okay, so first we'll start with, so there are so many types of punctuation marks. So first we'll start with full stop and we'll look all the things marks in detail now. Okay, so let's get started with, so my dear students, there are certain rules in using this kind of marks, punctuation mark in the sentence. Okay, so how we are using these marks in the sentences, I am going to teach you today. So first, you see, I am going to teach you where in the sentences you have to use full stop. Okay, so the full stop used to indicate the end of the sentence. Okay, so full stop is used to indicate the end of the sentence. When the sentence ends, that time you have to use full stop. Like for example, please sit down. The sentence, this is the end of the sentence. No, please sit down. So here you have to use the full stop. Okay. Please pass the salt. The sentence ends. So you have to use the full stop. So when the sentence ends, that time you have to use, that time you have to put full stop mark in the sentence. Okay. So second is the question mark. Okay. So when in the sentence you have to put the question mark. Okay. So question mark is put at the end of an interrogative sentence. So question marks are put at the end of interrogative sentence. When the interrogative sentence ends, that time you have to put the question marks. So what is interrogative sentence? Interrogative means if someone is asking you something. Okay. So that type of sentence is known as interrogative sentence. Okay. That time you have to put question mark. Okay. At last. Okay, for example, what are you doing? It's a question, someone is interrogating you, no? So that time you have to put the question mark. Second example is, can you help me with my homework? So here in this sentence also someone is interrogating you and he wants you to help him in doing his homework. No, so someone is interrogating, someone is asking you. Okay, so in those sentences you have to put question marks. When the sentence asks questions and when the sentence interrogates you something, that time in those kind of sentences you have to use question mark. Clear? So now next is exclamation. So my dear student, next we have is exclamation mark. So when we have to use the exclamation mark, okay, exclamation mark, this kind of marks, don't forget, is used at the end of exclamatory sentence. So exclamation marks is used at the end of exclamatory sentence. So what is exclamatory sentence? If you don't know what is exclamatory sentence, then it is the sentence that conveys strong emotions and or excitement. So it is the sentence that conveys strong emotions and excitement. So when there is a sentence which are convey the strong emotions and excitement, then those kind of sentence is known as exclamatory sentence. For example, what a lovely surprise. So here is some kind of excitement in the sentence. What a lovely surprise. Okay? When you are excited in saying something, that time you have to use exclamation marks. Okay? So here in the sentence, what a lovely surprise. There is some kind of excitement in the sentence after getting a surprise gift made. Okay? So in those kind of sentences, you have to use exclamation mark. Clear? So next we have is comma. Okay? So comma, we use comma for the following. So we use comma in the many areas of the sentences. Like number one is to separate words in the sentence. So when you have to separate words in the sentences, that time you can use comma. Okay? Next is between two or more words in the same. So when there is two or more words in the same sentences, that time also we can use comma. For example, I have a cat, a dog, and a parrot as my pets. So here are many words in the sentences. Okay? So that time you have to use comma to separate the words in the sentences. So I have a cat. So we have a cat also, dog also, and parrot also. So in this kind of sentences, you have to use comma to separate the words, so that we can clearly understand what the sentence is trying to say. Okay? So I have a cat, a dog, and a parrot. So in this kind of sentences, you have to put comma. Okay? Next is, she is tall, fair, beautiful, and intelligent. So see, in this sentence, this girl has so many qualities, no? So if you don't put comma out here, then it will be very complicated for you all to understand. Okay, clearly what the sentence is trying to say. But if you put comma in separating those words, what happens? We'll clearly understand what the sentence is trying to say. So here is, she is tall. So you have to separate this. Okay, tall, fair, beautiful, and intelligent. For defining the same quality of the girl. No. So in this kind of sentences, you have to use comma. So she is tall also, fair also, beautiful also, and intelligent also. So in this kind of sentences, you have to use comma. So there are other rules also. There are so many other rules for using comma also. So we'll be discussing. Okay. So my dear students, comma is also used to separate the words like yes, no, and sure. So comma is also used to separate the words like yes, no, and sure. Okay, from the rest of the sentence. Okay. So for example, here you see, yes, I will come to your party. So in this kind of sentence, you have to separate yes by putting comma with the other sentence. Okay. And the another sentence is no, I don't think it will rain today. Okay. So in this type of sentence also, you have to use comma to separate no from the other sentences. Okay. And sure, you can borrow my umbrella. Okay. So here also you have to put comma to separate sure from the other sentence. Okay. So all these are the uses of comma. Okay. So my dear students, hope you are clear with when to put full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, and comma. Okay. So I hope you all are clear. Okay. So if you have any doubt in using this marks in the sentences, then if you have any problem, then we will be having a virtual class. That time we can discuss, or you can just text me my message if you have any problem regarding using of this full stop, exclamation, comma and question. Okay, so we'll stop here today. We'll continue with the punctuations and capital letter in the next part of our video. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and have a nice day.